Alrighty, welcome back, folks. Rod here. It's Saturday morning, and I got up a little early to maybe, get the day started. And I wanted to finish the turtles drawing, so I'm gonna put up Scribble it. So I was thinking to maybe finish it sooner than next week, so that way I would have a slot on Wednesday, next Wednesday, for maybe more games instead. So this is sort of like unannounced, but like slightly announced towards the end of last night's stream when I was playing Fall Guys. But yeah, it was like sort of like a last day announcement, I should say. I don't want to say last minute because it wasn't really a last minute. It was like more of like a last like half day. But anyway, so here is Scribblet. Got it booted up, and yeah, I'm gonna maybe bring up the turtles drawing I've been working on. So here is how it looks like currently, and the cool thing about Scribblet is that I can reopen it into load it up into free draw mode, which is what we're about to do. I'm also using a regular computer mouse to draw, as you can see on the side here. Whenever I left click or right click, it would show it. Oh, I should also enable the slideshow for the art, so you can get that to view. There you go. Alright, so now you can actually see some of the drawings that I've done over the course of the beginning of this year, I think. Yeah, starting from this year, January to whatever's the most recent. But this one is the most recent, which is what I'm currently working on, the Turtles one. But I feel like I need to add more thumbnails to the slideshow. Of course, traditionally I would send a wave off in the chat. So Scribblet would have the user list on the left side here, but there's a the rest of the space I use it for this little slideshow, so quite nice. There's a little chat box here, buttons for when you want to use emoticons and stuff, presets for WoW and Oops. A set of basic tools. There's a brush, there's an eraser, paint fill, get a set of colors, brush sizes, but you can also increase and decrease with the mouse wheel. You can also see how scrolling with the mouse wheel, it also indicates that. I'm using this little program, like a plugin for OBS that would detect the mouse inputs and also game controllers. As folks saw me play Fall Guys last night, or any PC game that will play with a controller, and whenever I have the plugin enabled, visible, you can actually see inputs. But now I've enlarged the mouse so that I can actually see it a lot bigger now. The advanced tab would have the color wheel and eyedropper. There's a fader transition or transparency bar. Simple shape tools for outline and filled shapes. Line tool. Save, undo, redo, delete. I can rename the drawing if I want. It's also a share button to share it onto Steam community. Alright, let's make sure the sound, actually, the sound's fine. Okay, so last we left off, we had Raph. Like, we were still working on Raphael here. And I was still undecided on whether to have his arm down, like stretched out here, with the side pointing out, or have his arm go up. But I think either way works fine. So I think my goal today is to maybe finish up Raph and then also have Donatello. So I think that would probably cover like a couple hours. And I kind of want to get it, done maybe before 2 p.m. today. Currently it's like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. I should say, morning time. Probably the earliest I've got up and started streaming in the morning for a long time. I don't remember the last time I got up this early to stream. But yeah, feeling good. Woke up quite early, and yeah, ready to go. Let's see. So I'm still thinking whether to solidify this pose. Let me grab Raphael's color here. I think I should maybe brighten up the screen myself. But I also don't want to mess with the monitor settings too much. I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Bring up the brightness to see. Okay, a little bit better. I think having the brightness up for a little bit makes sense since it's, you know, daytime. Check the playlist real quick. Make sure it's not on manual. Oh, there's also, I put it like a little transparency for the Winamp playlist. This, you know, to tell you what track is playing. And there's my me avatar. Use that regularly for pretty much all my streams from now. Started using it earlier this year, I think. Yeah. Sort of a new thing for me. I find it quite fun. It's fun to like mess around with like PNG images and stuff. Let's go around his arm. I think I might want to add some definition to his arm. So I think the schedule for today, so I do this art, finish up this Turtles drawing, then I watch the new Turtles movie that's on Netflix. Yeah, there's a new animated movie, just in case folks aren't aware. Pretty eager to see that. Pretty hyped about it. I've been mentioning it each of the streams this entire week. Let's see if I can bring the volume for their app here. And then probably do some Switch Sports afterwards. There's one other show that I wanted to watch is the Sandman. The Sandman one. And I heard some really good things about it. Never read the comics. And yes, another property that is based on comics. But Sandman, it's more of a DC property. And I guess pairing them up together is a good thing because you know, there's been a few occasions where the Ninja Turtles have crossed over with like the Batman universe in the form of comics and also animated TV show. No, animated movie. There was indeed a Turtles and Batman crossover movie, animated movie. It came out recently too. I want to say like at least 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, around like 2 years ago it came out. And of course, it's based off of the mini-series. Hey there, Keisha. Morning to you. I decided to hop on a little early so I can finish up this drawing. That way I'd have a slot for next Wednesday to play some more Mario Kart, possibly, or whatever games I plan. But yeah. Hope your day's going well. There's a lot of things I want to fix with this drawing, but we'll get there. Also, have you played any of the new Mario Kart tracks? If so, what do you think of them? Yeah, as you saw, I think for me, going through each of the courses, in each of the courses they were fine, but I kind of wish that there were more like new tracks, like new tracks. Like the Sunday one is great. Kind of wish there were more of those brand new tracks, never before seen or played. It seems now like it's like they're depending on. I don't want the game to depend on remakes of like older tracks. I feel like a lot of us have already played them, and I want something brand new, you know. Like each new entry of Mario Kart needs to have new tracks, but they keep on, you know, remaking some of the old ones. There were a couple of iterations where like half the courses were brand new, and then the other half were just remade courses from the past games. And they continue to do that until like now, until we got to the point where like there were more remade courses than like brand new tracks, which is weird. Not sure if I would keep his hand down like this though. Although I would imagine like his hand go out this way, or his right arm goes out this way to maybe swing or guard against like I don't know, like a Mauser or something. I'll try to hop at them. Alright, let's see if you can smooth this out here. Clean this image up a bit. I was thinking to maybe reposition the Sai, but I think keeping like at this angle is fine too. May want to color over this part here. I couldn't undo it far enough to erase that part. By erase, I mean you know, color over it. Let's see if I can fix it up a bit here. There you go, something like that. I could probably just like maybe color over the entire thing. Just a single color or something. I kind of want to also like fade it out. Yeah, this might end up as like a sort of like a Bob Ross sort of like session. Early morning. I guess early morning to some people. It's like late morning now. Into the noontime. Still got my cup of coffee. Kind of wish the transparency would automatically, you know, go back to midway. doesn't seem to, keep it to where I had it before. Let's see if I can erase this part. There you go. Gotta clean up that arm a bit. It's kind of like all over the place there. Alright. Let's get some more greens. I don't know if I want to like expand its face a little more, but I think it's fine where it is right now. Also, not quite sure about its mouth shape. Let's see. Can also maybe fill in his eyes. Let's get those eyes in there. Triangular eyes. Seems like a little too bright though, but he's got like those Batman eyes. And I feel like Raph is like pretty much inspired by Batman. There was one point where in that crossover with Batman, where Raph gets to meet up with Batman himself. Well, I guess the entire team did. The entire four brothers got to meet him and also fight him. Yep, they did fight. Sort of in the same way when Raph got to meet Casey Jones at Central Park. I think it was Central Park. Okay, there we go. Now it's looking a little bit more how I want it. Let me see if I can fix this part of the bandana. Oh, I was thinking to maybe also make it like ripped at this part here. That's good. Another movie that I've been wanting to watch as well, or planning to watch this weekend, is Prey, which is the new Predator movie. Happens to be a prequel to the original Predator. And I've also heard good things about that one. I'll probably have to queue that up for tomorrow. I think today is just gonna be a Turtles movie and The Sandman. I think The Sandman probably do like half today, like 5 episodes today, and then tomorrow I plan to finish up Paper Girls, which is that new Amazon live-action series based on a comic book series as well. Wow, there's a lot of like comic book based like adaptations now. So we got Turtles movie, Sandman, and Paper Girls. And so far it's pretty good. It's got like a sort of like almost Stranger Things vibe to it. I wouldn't say I would recommend it or anything, but like if you want like a low-key, it's like it's got more drama. There's like more teen drama in it. But it's like low-key, nicer drama, you know? I don't know how to describe it, but it's the kind of drama that I would tolerate, because it just, it's got like, family stories with it, which makes sense for the story. Characters and stuff. but I think it works well for the kind of story it is. But man, does it go into like many different there's a lot of potential in it. I also don't want to say much about it other than it does get pretty exciting later on. I think about like 3 episodes in, like by the end of that 3rd episode, I was like, whoa, where are we going? And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm sure there's going to be like a season 2. It seems like it's going to be those kind of shows that would get a season 2. Right now it's pretty low key. Also pretty exciting. But yeah, if you like Stranger Things, I think Paper Girls is definitely worth a check. Alright, let's get some shadows in here. I don't know how dark I want to get it. Just want to save room for some highlights as well. Some muscles, some definition. Once I start adding the highlights, that's when I'm going to start seeing some 3D-ness to the shapes. I feel like this image should have been a little bit darker. But like I think having the green, it's a lot more brightness where it's visible enough so that folks can make out what is even happening on screen and who's on the image itself. Let's go into the shell. Some of the dark spots here. I think the shell needs to be a little bit darker. Hey there, JT. Yep, it's an early morning one. So I wanted to finish this drawing, so that's what we're doing. Hope your morning's going well. Yeah, so like I'll be able to finish this drawing today, and then that means we'll have a slot for Wednesday to do some more Mario Kart possibly, or whatever else. If I can't think of something to draw on Wednesday, you know, different game or something, a game or yeah, Wednesday would be the slot if I want to do some more Mario Karting or something. Yeah, I need a darker green, but this is like probably the darkest I can go for the green. Or else I may want to get like a darker shade, like a black color instead, and just like lightly shade over it. Let's see, let's get it all the way to the corner. So get that black in there. I'm afraid it might turn like... Okay, there you go. This is like the darkest I can get. You can barely see there though. Working on collecting coins in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I can unlock all the parts. Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, it's. I feel like I need to do that too. I pretty much like in the process of like unlocking everything over again, because it's the deluxe version, so it's a it's a port of the Wii U one. So we gotta start off from scratch again, square one. I don't know how far I got in the Wii U version. I feel like the last time I played the Wii U version was probably shortly after wrapping up Animal Crossing New Horizons, I think. I think that's when I initially started streaming Mario Kart 8. Or specifically, well, not started, but like, I think bringing it back. Because I remember streaming it back in like 2016. Just before, not really just before, but like before the Nintendo Switch came out. Yeah. It was like shortly before the Nintendo Switch. I think back then it was still called, or codenamed the NX. Yeah. Because I remember specifically, at the time I was playing a different game on the Wii U. It was Lost Reverse. It was that night when I streamed Lost Reverse, which is the free action RPG from Bandai Namco, which I think is still online for the Wii U. I don't think anyone plays that anymore. But yeah, I was like ranting about the NX and what it could become. And this is just before like we knew that was going to be like a hybrid console. I was like hoping that it would become like a hybrid console, something that you can take on the go and then also come back and dock it to a station to play on the big screen. That was my my prediction. And also having that NVIDIA chip, like something like the Tegra chip, so that it can support Unreal Engine and Unity, which pretty much just became that. So I was pretty happy when it came out with the Nintendo Switch and announcing that there's like a custom Tegra chip for the Switch, and that it supports all the things that I wanted to support. And now it's such a successful system. Yeah, I think that stream, that session is probably still archived to YouTube, so you can probably find that. I think if you find Lost Reverse, it might show up. I don't know if I have it unlisted or maybe it's public. I think it should be public. But yeah, that was like back in like 2016, I would say, somewhere around there. I think in that year I also did some more Monster Hunter stuff. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimates and a little bit of Fatal Frame. I think whatever else that I played on the Wii U back then, including Mario Kart 8. That's originally the Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U. Oh man, that just reminded me. I still yet to play that Nickelodeon one. There's a Nickelodeon kart racer, and there's Ninja Turtles in there. I think that's a selling point for me. If they have Ninja Turtles as a selectable character or characters, I'll definitely want to play it. So I think I might want to browse the Nintendo eShop again and see if that game is even up on there. Unless it's on the Switch now, then maybe I can just play the Switch version. I think it's only on Switch, not the Wii U. Pretty sure it's also on like other systems as well. Possibly on Steam. I feel like it should be on Steam. Alright. Yeah, this black is actually brings out the dark. Also, did you get to see the new Turtles movie yet? I'm planning to watch it right after this, right after I finish this drawing. I think I plan to maybe be on for like a couple hours, or at least until I get to finish Raph and Donatello. Yeah, looking forward to seeing Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. I heard Michael Sipes is in there. He's the guy that voiced Michelangelo. He also voiced Beast from Teen Titans Go. Yeah. He's pretty good. He's pretty good as Michelangelo. But I'm not sure if he actually voices Michelangelo in Rise though. I'll have to see. I'll have to check out the credits for it. Haven't seen it yet. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. So let's see. What else is up? There's a lot of new ones this weekend that I plan to watch. Lots of greens. and by greens I mean the color green. Gonna be seeing a lot of greens. At least I'll be seeing a lot of greens. So I plan to watch the Turtles movie. There's the Predator prequel called Prey, and that one's on Hulu. And Hulu being like a green colored logo. And there's also Luck. Luck is this new animated film on Apple Plus, which I don't have, but I do plan to watch it. They're actually offering like a free week trial or something like that, so folks can test out the service. It's sad that it's on Apple Plus because that's it's an Apple service. I feel like that should have been on like Paramount or something. But I forgot who it's by. I think it's from the writer of. What'd she do? She wrote a few iconic movies. I can't remember right now. Oh, Hocus Pocus. She wrote the story for Hocus Pocus. So Luck is about this well, all I know is that there's like a cat in there. It's a black cat. There's possibly a dragon from the promo image that I saw. So it's possibly like a lot to do with luck, and maybe even bad luck. Both good luck and bad luck. So, something I kind of want to check out. There's also Sandman, which is based on a DC property. Sandman looks pretty cool, and I heard good things about it. I forget what else. There's like a fourth one. Oh, I think there's a new Lego movie too. I forgot what the title was or what it's based on. Yeah, there's a new Lego movie too. I forget which service. Is it John Lasseter involved with that movie? Probably. I think so. I think that sounds familiar. I would have to look up the names again. All I know is that it's on Apple Plus, and it's on my list to watch. It's a Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation. Oh, that's what it is right there. That's the Lego Star Wars thing. Yeah, that's I think that might be on Paramount. Not sure. But yeah, top of my list right now is the Turtles movie. It's weird that they put it on Netflix, but then at the same time it's a good business move. Because normally all the Turtles content would be on Paramount. Paramount owns that IP. Or at least for the movies. And TV shows, I guess. But I know that Nickelodeon has a partnership with Netflix as well. Rocko's Modern Life is on there, Invader Zim movie. Let's get some shading around the hand. Alright. I feel like I need to color in like Leo a little more. He seems a little more brighter looking than Raph right now. But I think just the right colors though. I think I'll probably add some shading to the bandana now. That's what I forgot to do. I didn't get to add the shading to the other bandanas. Give this guy some eyebrows. And I heard some of the stuff that's been happening over HBO Max side of things. Discovery has taken over HBO Max, so I think within a year, by next year, there's going to be no more HBO Max, sadly. What a shame, man. All these different companies, like... Then all the movies that were planned to release are now being shelved. No word on when we'll be able to see them. So the Batgirl movie, the Flash movie, all have been shelved. I was looking forward to seeing that Batgirl one because we would have gotten a glimpse of how Michael Keaton Batman would have looked. And that's such a cool concept. I wanna be able to see that. I think it was Batgirl, or maybe it was the Flash movie. But there's like one screenshot out there that has Michael Keaton in the suit, in the old suit. I don't know if I want to add more shading to Leo here. The strength of this black is a little bit strong. Yep, get some shading right here. Yeah, the side is supposed to go through. This would be like right above the Mikey's bandana. Let's see if I can get a gray color in. Oh, it's a pretty awkward angle. Can't even get the line straight. I'll say I can probably use the line tool, but I would have to mark it like multiple times just to get the color down. Let's try it. Okay. So you can also angle it too. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. Now let's try this side. There you go. Let's do one more here. Just to solidify it. Alright, there we go. Now it seems like a little bit more bright. It's okay. I think we'd have that part shine a bit. Maybe at this part of the side. Like it's supposed to be like a silvery color. I don't know if I want to keep the hilt of the sides silvery. I should probably like maybe add some bandages to it, or how do they call it? For the handle. There we go, something like that. Alright. Maybe having them black would be ideal. I feel like red is like a dark enough color. Let's have like a dark red, I think. It's a little more on the brown side. Oh, it's a really dark color in there. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. Yeah, I don't know about the chains though. The chains, I think they're fine where they are. Add some, maybe some more shadows to it, but not too much definition. All right. Okay. So Leo's strap is looking okay. I think I might need to. Oh, actually no. This is Raph's leg. Okay. I thought it was part of a shell. Okay, Leo's strap here. Or I give it a little bit of shade, but not too much. Just around the edges, I think it's fine. Let's get around the belt. I think normally he would have like 2 straps around, but I think in newer iterations it just has like that one. I think realistically At least in the live action movies, like he would have two straps across the chest. That's fine. All right. Should we add some highlights to Raphael? Let's see how it looks when I add some highlights to him. I'll base it on the green that I have on his body. Let's lightly test this out. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I could have simplified this a lot more, but not going into detail. Get those biceps in there. Maybe a little bit on the nose. Or beak. Yeah, aren't they beaks? Like turtles would have beaks. I don't know if that's a good fit for Raph. I think Raph would be pretty mad about the shine on his beak. Let's go a little bit darker. Okay. Let's see where that's going. I believe they also have nails, right? They have nails in the movies. I believe they do. I don't often see their nails though. Should I think of like a mix of yellow, like a greenish yellow? Should be good. Don't want to add too much. Just want a few lines here and there, a couple of dots. Have they ever shown them without the masks on? Oh yeah, they definitely have, many times. I mean, I want to say at least like 2 times, if I were to recall. Actually more than 2 times. I want to say like a good amount of time, but you gotta watch like a lot of episodes, and I think they were shown in the movies too when they had their bandanas off. One example, like even in the 1990, you probably forgotten, but like the part where they tell the origin story and they were still babies and they're just like playing in the ooze. I mean, that's one time when they before they put on the bandana. So yeah, the turtle baby form. The 2012 series, the Bay Turtles movies. Like I don't know if it's the first one or second one. Probably both, where they showed them without the mask. Actually, the first one, the first Bay movies or the Bay Turtles movies. I forget what year it was, 2016 or whatever. When they try to reboot it, Michelangelo takes his bandana off and he scares April. So I think it's also in the trailer. So you can just watch the initial trailer. You don't have to watch the entire movie, but you just watch the trailer, and I think it shows it in that initial trailer. But yeah, that's one time they showed him, the mask. But yeah, multiple times in the cartoons. 2012 series. I don't remember if they were in the 2013 ones or 2003 ones. But yeah, there's been a few times where they take them off, even after they've already become like ninja. But But yeah, it does look pretty weird when they have them off. They sort of look more like frogs in a way. Sort of like the punk frogs from the '87 series. Yeah, it's very similar to the punk frogs, just without the bandanas. I think if Eastman and Laird were to design the turtles without the bandanas, I think the general audience would probably think they were frogs first before thinking that they're turtles. But I guess, since they have shells, I guess that's when they figure that they're turtles. Alright, let's get some more definition on Leo's shoulder here. Try to get Leo like a stretched, muscled arm. So forearm. Let's get that knuckle in there. Oh, I just got an idea. I could, I was thinking to maybe draw the Battletoads, because it's been a while since I've done like Battletoads. There was one art contest that I did for fun, and I did like a pencil drawing of Rash from Battletoads, and it was like a Twitter contest. So I submitted to Twitter with the right hashtag, and it won that contest. It was from a Rare Limited, art based in the UK. I think it's probably because of that reason that they realized that the fan base for Battletoads is still around, So having me draw that, out of all the drawings that were submitted, mine was the only one that was Battletoad related. So I think, I don't know, I feel like I was responsible for the revival of the Battletoads. So they came out with that Battletoads game on Xbox, Windows platform, which it's not the greatest, but it's still something. Trying to find the right color for the side here. Oh, actually, this color was fine where I would. Try it. But yeah, maybe I should do like another Battletoads or something. Probably later this year. Or later in the month. Oh man. Can't wait to start adding the highlights. I'm not sure that's the right color for Mikey, but I'll get back to it. Yeah, we got some muscles. Alright. Alright, I think should probably get started on Donatello soon, I think. I think Raphael's foot is just fine. Could add maybe like a toe or something sticking out of here, but not necessary. So you can add something else. Like his toe should be like sticking out, I think. There we go. See a bit of his toe. I'm gonna save this. Alright, the side's looking good. Oh yeah, let me see if we can get the fingernail in. Just a little bit. Just a line here and there just to indicate that turtles do have fingernails. So I'm pretty sure they have them in the live action movie. Just we don't really like get a close-up look at it. Unless we actually pause the movie and actually look for it. But yeah, their thumbnails are as large as their finger. Oh, man, wait. I mean, they don't draw the fingernails in the cartoon. It's just like plain without the fingernail. Huh. That's a question. Yeah, I don't think they have the fingernails in the cartoon. Pretty sure. But I think the movie might have them. It's so weird. Oh, no. I can't remember now. I would have to rewatch the movies. I'll just like faintly draw the line for like the knuckle or something. Man. Yeah, it's weird. I don't remember if they have fingernails, you know. I'll probably have to vouch for a no for now. I'll make like little lines for the knuckles, I think. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Because usually their hands are like closed in. They're not really like splat out all the time. Alright, so I think next up is Donatello. Trying to figure out how old he was for the action figure. I think it was more like a greenish brown color. It's like a greenish brown color. Yeah, like something like this, I think. Let's try this one. I'll test to see how this one looks. Also, I gotta figure out like what pose I want for him. Also, gotta decide whether I want to add the goggles on his head. I'm not so used to the goggles thing, but I feel like it's become the norm now for Donatello. Also, for this Donatello here, I'm gonna have him have the half sort of like mouth thing that the turtles have. Also, I think it was Donatello that was in the 1990 movie where we could see the actor inside Donatello. Like you can see the actor's face within its mouth as he opens up. I think he was laughing. In the moment that he's laughing, towards like 2/3 or yeah, about like 2/3 or 3/4 of the movie. I think it's somewhere in April's apartment, I think. We actually see the little blooper, or not blooper, but like a goof. There were a few moments in that where we get to see the crew members. Sometimes it would be like in the mirror, see like the microphone boom and stuff. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat when you catch it. I think I remember one year I rewatched it and I caught all those movie goofs. Including the little extra, I think was only on the German release. The German DVD would include that extra, as I mentioned before, where Michelangelo is just hanging inside of the building as April was in an interview or something for Channel 6 or something. And Michelangelo's just like hanging on the side of the building, just waving. It's the right color for Donatello. It's sort of like a muddy green. I'm trying to figure out the pose for him. I could have the bow. Try to test. The bow could come this way, and then he would hold. The bow like so. The thumb would be there. Also don't want to make too many marks or else I can't undo it. But I feel like this would like finalize how I'm gonna have the drawing go. Yeah, like something like this, I think. And, the arm could come this way. I don't know, something like this, I think. Or I could also have him face the other way. It's like so many different I feel like there would be a lot of space in between Raph and Donatello here. Okay, let's undo. So if I can... Okay, there. Let's see how it looks if it's like over here. The bow was coming this way. His chest would come out this way, and then his arm going up here. Like this could be a thing. Oh my gosh, a shell. Something like that, maybe. I don't know, the bandana could... I kind of want to get one of them where the bandana's like... or something. I think Donnie would be the one to maybe have that. That means his legs are probably going to be right behind the katanas. Huh? Michelangelo being the smallest one in the group. But he kind of is in the new movie, in the new series. See, I'm more used to like Donatello not being skinny. Like it would be like the same sort of like body type as Leo. But yeah, the way they make Donnie in the new iteration is like it's a bit more skinnier, like scrawnier. They're going for that nerdy stereotype. Right, see if we can get this background colored. Fix that little mark that I made early on. There's no smudge tool in this, so I have to go the old school way and quote unquote erase it the old school way by redrawing over it. It's just like a test mark to see how the bandana would look. It was up a little higher there. I would imagine once I get this in time-lapse mode, you can see, we'll be able to see the marks that I did for Donatello. It will appear and then disappear in like 1 second. Yeah. I want to see it if I can finish this in time. I want to be able to maybe export it. What's it say? Output it. Export it to like a time-lapse video, and then have it upload ready to YouTube or something. Because I kind of want it to plan it just in time for the movie to drop. Now that the movie is out, I feel like, you know, hype is still surrounding the Turtles right now. So I kind of want to get this up ASAP. Okay. I don't want to focus too much on the background because I know the background is just there for, you know, just to help. What's the word I'm looking for? Just to help, like, complement. Yeah, just to help complement the character art, I think. All right, still unsure how to pose Donatello. Try a different one here. Probably go here again. Oh. Too thick of a bow. I could have that arm, like. Well, I think something like this, maybe. I think the bow would have to be a little longer. Unless I maybe angle it so that it's like sort of like coming forward towards us or something. At the same time, I feel like yeah, I don't know if it's how did I have the arm before? I think if I have it like this, his leg will come out this way. Which is alright. Or I can probably make it like so it's like his body's like this way. I think we'll probably see less of the circles. You can only see the circles on like this corner here. Yeah, I think if I have him like in a sort of like surfing pose or something, like as if he's surfing, sideways like that, I think it would be ideal. Yeah, I think I might go with that. Have his body turned sideways like that, as if he's like skateboarding a bit. Let's see how far I can get him. Actually, I think I like the position of the arm here. Although I feel like I could have done like a half transparency or something. Let's just color this in. I feel like now the solid colors are going to be. I feel like Donatello is going to be a more solid color than. At least for that outline that I did. Actually, you know what? I feel like I should color the bow first. The bow colored first, like just know where to position the weapon. More Zelda. Gotta keep in mind these guys only have 3 fingers. Oh, I should probably give him like. Still gotta add the shoulder pad and stuff, so you can get a little stronger here. Yep, gotta get that shoulder flex. Let's see. I think the bow color would be like brown, pretty much. Possibly like Michelangelo brown. Let's see how this color. Okay. Maybe a little bit darker. Grayer, maybe. Ooh. Wait, that means it's gonna go over the bandana. But I feel like it's supposed to be behind it. Huh. But I feel like, oh man, we'll figure this out. I probably should have erased or undoed all the way. It's okay. Alright, I'll have to redraw Leo's bandana there. Which is pretty simple, I could probably do it over. Just bring it back down. I think this bow would have to be. I think around this much length, I think. This might be a little longer than usual, but I think it's good enough. Like, and I think for Donatello, his bow is usually like diagonal, like once he puts it back on his back. So it's a similar way as how Leo has it, but in the other direction, I think. Oh, I feel like I should just use the line tool for this. It's okay. Oh. I might have to erase that part there. By erase, I mean color in. I feel like Raph's bandana here, so it's like fading into the to the wind. There you go. Okay, clean that up a bit. Okay. Let's get Leo's bandana back. There we go. Restored. Sweet. Not bad. Alright, Donnie. Let's get the rest of your body in. I feel like Donnie would have the would be the one that had like the most awkward pose or something. He's the one with the bow staff. See how his like shell is gonna end up looking. Kinda wanna get so that's like sort of like at an angle here. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I could have angled the bow like a little bit more towards the left, like counterclockwise to the left. Maybe have it like go this way. So I think it would have met up with the close to the point of the swords here. But I think this is fine. It sort of adds like a different you know, perspective or angle. So you look at like Michelangelo's weapon and Raphael's weapon, their positions are, you know, different from the other turtles. So I think having Donatello here just adds to it, I guess. I just gotta figure out how to do this arm part. It's kind of difficult with the swords in a way, but it's fine. You can always redraw the swords. Just having the finger around the bow here. Thumb. The rest of the hand going across down that way. Even though I can't fit them all in, but something down there. And that would be the forearm. The wrist strap, shoulder pad. I'll do it. Let's give this guy some shoulders. There you go, something like that. Alright, let's give him the chest. Oh, some more Wind Waker. Man, hearing this music always makes me want to go back to play Wind Waker. Start a new file. Oh, yeah, there's also some cloth wrapped around the bow staff too, in the center of the bow staff, I think. Oh, I forgot whether if Donatello had a strap around across his body. I think he might. Okay, so I think his leg goes across this way, and this is difficult. I feel like I should have done Donatello first. Leonardo. Now I gotta like go around the edges. Oh, I did Leo here. His arms. Still gotta figure out the legs. Let's see. So I can get his legs across. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that means it's gonna cover the little triangle that I have. Okay. Then we got the knee pad. This one down. Yep, got the classic look. And then this leg will go down this way, I think. The one in the back should go behind here, so the swords would cover it. Most of that part. I gotta realign the shell a little more. Reminds me of like there's a Type Pops song came out in like early 2000s that sounds so much this. Alright, let's get the shell in there. Get the shell out of here. Get the shell in there. Yeah. Totally almost forgot to save. Should be the same color as like Raphael's shell. Yep. Get all the darks in there. Like this part here sounds like the song that I'm thinking of. A song by J.R. Boy. I believe the music video might still be up. Type Hop song. I feel like 0% chance anyone else out there would even know what song I'm talking about. Oh, hey there, D-Live team. Oh man, thank you for the host again. Thank you so much. Yeah, this doing a Ninja Turtles drawing. You can scribble it. Doing all this by mouse, computer mouse. I decided to hop on a little early today. I'm not normally on around this time. Or broadcasting around this time, but it's a rare occasion when I do. I'm normally on late in the evening, late night. But yeah, wanted to like maybe finish up this this drawing before I can make room for more radio games later in the week. Let's see, get his leg. It's hard coloring on the leg here. I feel like this part's gonna be dark anyway, so might as well just make it dark. Let's get a darker color. Oh, this is a really dark color. It's like brownish green, dark brownish green. But I guess since Leo is there, it should probably cover. Donnie's like in the shadows. Like he would be one that goes well with the shadows. I guess the same goes for Raph, since red is like blends well. I think red blends well with the black. Let me see if I can type out some hearts in the less than 3. Thanks, D-Live. Once in a while, I would do some art, and then D-Live would come along and host the channel to the main page. I do like this dark brownie color. Makes sense for the context. Sadly, I have to cover the blue triangle that I have in the background there. Nice to know that it was once there. Let's get his other leg. Yo, King! Stop by, say hi. 23:35. Sleep, have a good day. Alright, have a good one, man. You have a good sleep. Get up to a good day tomorrow. I want to try and finish this drawing within the next couple hours, maybe. I think at 2 p.m. the max, I think that's when I want to try and finish this. Maybe even less, I don't know. I feel like I could finish it within the next hour, or hour and a half. At least that's what I'm aiming for. Let's go lightly on the leg here. feel like this leg should be like a little bit more muscular. Yeah, I think adding some definition to the legs would be ideal. There we go. They can actually shape up the arms a bit. Shades, shadows to it. Drawing the Ninja Turtles sort of makes you think of like human anatomy. I guess like superheroes in general, when it comes to comic book characters, they're usually like, you know, muscular and athletic. So it's good to like maybe study up on like how human body looks when it's like flexed, unflexed, which muscles go where. But then keeping in mind that, you know, certain heroes would have like a human-like form, while others don't. Sometimes you just have to like if there's like a character that doesn't really have a human form, but does have muscles, like their body would be made of muscle, maybe bones or something. Think from that point, it's all up to the artist's imagination. It's to you know, shade it how they think their body is shaped. So when it comes to shading, I think it's just applying that same technique, but also, you know, knowing how the body is shaped like, and where it's placed in the 3D space. It's very important. That way, you know, if you're going for like a realistic look, or even if it's like a cartoony look, I think the shape of it determine how the outcome of the image is gonna turn. Because you kind of want to get it to look the way it should look, you know, or at least identifiable on what it is done, because sometimes people draw a certain way, and then sometimes the hand is not the right size, proportional wise, you know. It's usually the case. But then I guess it just ties in with the style too, so whatever the artist's style is like, maybe they draw like characters with small hands, that's just how they draw. Maybe some artists would draw like characters with larger head size than what you would normally see, or in actuality. There's a lot that goes on. It all depends on the artist's art style, or what they want to go for. Oh, I forgot his neck. I didn't get to add his neck. Only got like one little mark here. Is that? That's the mark. Let's get that in before we forget. Super Mario Galaxy. Do, do, do. Go. Neck is connected. Now the head is connected to the body. Turtle anatomy. Turtle anatomy. Anatomy of the turtles. I think I need to make this shoulder a little bit bigger. So that it matches up with the biceps and the forearms. Not too bulky, but you know. Plus I want to exaggerate, make it more cartoony. Oh man, seeing like these little marks here along the arms sort of reminds me of Swamp Thing. I was a pretty big fan of Swamp Thing growing up too. Draw the Swamp Thing when I would watch the live action series on TV. There was once a live action series, the movies, and the animated series all together, like from 1989 towards like 1991, I would say. In those years, Swamp Thing was pretty big, I think, for me. And of course, like, you know, Turtles, of course, Captain Planet, definitely around those years. A lot of cartoons, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats. Hey-oh. Oh, yeah, I think he just goes home. Oh. Yeah, there was also Swamp Thing, animated series, and also RoboCop. Oh man. Yeah, RoboCop had a short-lived series. And a video game on the NES. Hey there, Robotic. Man. Yeah, today's an early stream. I mainly wanted to finish this drawing. Initially I wanted to plan it for maybe next Wednesday, but I feel like a little too far. So you know what? I'm just gonna hop on early and just like finish it here. So hopefully within the next like hour, maybe hour and a half, I could finish up Donatello here. But I think the process of like turning it into time-lapse video is gonna take a while. Yeah, I hope your day is going well, man. I'm supposed to add the shoulder pads thingies. Right, shoulder pads on. Just got like 2 or 3 different layers. I think from this angle we should be able to see 2. There we go. It's added. Oh. Start that compilation again. There's the other shoulder. Elbow pads, I mean. I don't know why I said shoulder. Elbow pads. like the same color as the bow. Fire! Fire! Yeah. We're gonna finish this today. Oh yeah, the Beavis and Butthead movies were... actually revisited the old one, and I also saw the new one. The new one's okay. Same Beavis and Butthead, you know, but they're traveling through space. Which gets a little bit more sci-fi, not quite, but you know, definitely along those lines. Been watching Top Gear on Netflix. Oh, nice. The TV show? Yeah, I remember my friend would tell me about Top Gear. I've only seen like a few episodes of it. Maybe I get to watch like the entire thing. I think up for me next is the Turtles movie. The Sandman, and they're each based on comic book properties. Also gonna try and finish up the Paper Girls show that's on Amazon. Still about like halfway through it. So far it's pretty good. Pretty excited on where it's headed to. I get they have only 4 seasons on Netflix right now. Oh, nice. I could like brushing up on my cars. Gonna watch Sandman and Better Call Saul. Oh yeah, Better Call Saul. I think that's reaching its like final season soon. I've been seeing like folks wanting to get caught up with Better Call Saul. One of my friends is a pretty big fan of that show, both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I would catch a few episodes when it aired on Amazon, or when it aired on AMC, not Amazon. AMC channel. It's cool that they have like a spin-off series, and even that spin-off series is like going really well. They try to do the same with The Walking Dead, but I don't think The Walking Dead carries as well as you know, Breaking Bad spin-offs. But there were some really interesting episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. Just that, I don't know, it's like hard to keep up with that show nowadays. But I think they edited it already. The last I saw of Fear the Walking Dead was a really big finale. I think it was a finale, but I think they continued it after that. It was pretty mind-blowing when I saw it. The new episodes are crossing over, so it's overlapping now. Oh, nice. Now I get what the hype is about. That's pretty cool, man. I kind of wish they did the same with, I think they tried to do it with Fear the Walking Dead. Oh yeah, they did, because, oh wow. You know, see, now that we're on the topic of The Walking Dead, there's actually a connection with, with The Walking Dead and the Ninja Turtles. And I'll tell you why. Oh man. Because what's his name? Was it Freeman? I can't remember his name now. Or was it Gordon? I think it was Gordon. But I think of Gordon Freeman from Half-Life for some reason. But he was the guy that was at the beginning, like season 1. He helped what's his name again? I forgot the character's name now. He helped the main character. And he was also in the Clear episode. The Clear episode was pretty emotional. He's supposed to add his belt. There's a later episode in the later season where was it Morgan? I think it's Morgan, right? Yeah. I feel like his name's Morgan. But I don't think it's Morgan. I don't know. I've got his name already. I would have to look it up. But they'll compare the guy to Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because he would carry a bow staff with him, and I forgot how they connect with Kevin Eastman, which is one of the creators of the Turtles. I know I made a tweet about it when that episode was, after it went live and stuff. I could probably quick search that to find that tweet and try to remember it. But yeah, there's like a little Easter egg where he would pretty much be the Donatello, who represent like the Donatello of the Turtles, of The Walking Dead, I mean. Which is pretty cool. Made it to season 6 on The Walking Dead and season 2 on Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah. I forget which season I was at. Walking Dead. I know I made it somewhere towards the end of the Negan era. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for that one. And for Fear the Walking Dead, I definitely made it somewhere in season 2, sure. But the last I remember from it, or at least one of the episodes that I last saw of Fear the Walking Dead, is that I believe it was like a half mid-season finale, the Thanksgiving episode, and that episode was really trippy. I really like that episode, just for the trippiness of it. Oh, it's a different color. But I don't know if it was before or after, but there was like a huge fire somewhere in one of the villages, and I won't say much else other than, just that fire. there was a big fire. Yeah, it's just the way they brought out some of the characters. It's so dramatic, But yeah, that's where I left off on that series. It's hard to keep track because, like, sometimes when they go on break, and then, like, you would have to, like, adjust your schedule again. Whenever shows go on break after, mid-season finale and stuff, it's hard to do that. So I find it a lot easier when it just hits streaming service or something, just ready to go, ready to binge. Also, you can avoid commercials. Man, was I really dedicated to watching Walking Dead when it aired. All the way from like the first episode back in 2010. Like religiously watch it like every Sunday night, 9 p.m. just after Simpsons. So it'll be Simpsons on Fox, Bob's Burgers, and then after Bob's Burgers, and then it'll be Walking Dead. So from 8 p.m., then 8:30 with Bob's Burgers, and then The Walking Dead, AMC, the rest of the way. And then after that, it will be Talking Dead, where they talk about that episode. So like everything was all set from a Sunday night. My friends would call me out for karaoke sometimes. I'll be like, no, Walking Dead is on. Oh man. Oh well, sometimes would have to cancel that karaoke nights. Yeah, those were the days, man. Yeah, drawing skill, thanks, man. Somehow, Stream Elements just like censored that word for us. Yeah, Donnie's shell looks like a grenade now. Like a big grenade on his back. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to add the belt. Let me double check to see, make sure the belt is how I think it looks. Oh, there's new episodes of Cuphead, the Cuphead show, heading to Netflix later this month, I think. August 19th. So that's like a couple weeks. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, so Donnie seems to have like big strap for his belt. I guess it's to cover his to hold on to the shell. Like he has like a shell that he built, he custom built. But I think for my version of the Turtles, I'll probably keep the classic look rather than going too much with the Rise look. Let's see. Okay, let's add the belt here. I don't remember if the old one had like a strap. It might have the strap across the chest, I think. It's difficult trying to draw like behind the objects here. Should be able to manage. I feel like I could make it a little darker. What do you think of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Yeah, the new DLC. I think it's pretty okay. I mean, it's not. I'm not amazed by it or anything. I just expect there to be more. Like I want there to be new courses, like more new courses, rather than like remakes. I like the idea that they're continuing to to bringing back old tracks, but let's not focus too much on the old, because then they'll just be, it'll just be the entire DLC would just be like all old tracks, which I think that's, kind of their decision. In a way, I feel like they could have just remade Mario Kart 64 into HD, and that would have been the definitive Mario Kart experience. Just add online, updated graphics. I think a long time ago, that's what I initially wanted, back in like 2015 or whatever. But now, with all this, DLC stuff, it's like, I'd rather have new tracks. So there's only one track in that new Wave 2 that they added. That was a brand new track, never played before. And I feel like that one's probably the best in the bundle. But I think we would need like more tracks to go along with it to consider this, the whole idea of the DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to be like the definitive Mario Kart experience. But there needs to be a lot more, along with everything else. And so far, I feel like it's becoming that. Little by little, it's definitely becoming that. It's becoming the Mario Kart Ultra or Mario Kart Ultimate, similar to how they have the Smash Brothers Ultimate. I think that's where I'm at with the Mario Kart series right now. But they're okay. Like the tracks, the remakes are okay. They're not too overdeveloped. You know what I mean? I think when it comes to the tour tracks, the courses that came from Mario Kart Tour, I feel like they sort of like really tamed, and kind of plain looking. They don't really add like too much detail to it. There's some here and there that seems more advanced or more detailed, but not a lot. It's not into the comparison of like a course that was built from the ground up, brand new for Mario Kart 8. Yeah, so it's like a port, but then it's like a plain looking port with less details. So it's like, yeah, it's like a mix of like different art styles. But I would imagine, like, man, if they had made this game or made that course from the ground up for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like how cool would it have been, just to see the differences between the mobile game, Mario Kart Tour, and then, the 8 Deluxe version. Like that would be, I think that would probably make people go out and purchase Mario Kart 8 even more. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I mean, for the Switch, because of how, how much more detail it is. But I think it's probably like in the safe spot in terms of how they're designed. Like they're an okay level design, like passable. It's the term that I use when I played them. So they seem passable. Yeah, some of they're just pretty good, but they're not like excellent, Like they're not like mind-blowing or anything, but I don't know, some of us kind of expect it to be mind-blowing, but maybe it takes time to realize, you know what, they did what they could, and we just gotta roll with it. As long as it's not. See, the thing is now that the more that I'm thinking about it, I'm glad that there's like no bugs or anything. They did try to fix that one part of the Coconut Mall, and you probably discovered it by now, but towards the end of Coconut Mall, there's a little there's the car vehicles, where now there's Shy Guys in the 8 Deluxe version. And before they didn't move. The original Wii version, they moved because the Mii characters would be in those cars, and those cars would move. And not only that, there were 3 cars in the Wii version, I believe. Yeah, I think I would have to replay the Wii version to confirm. I think there were 3 cars, and they would go left and right. And so in the 8 Deluxe version, honestly, when they released that remake, the cars did not move. They just like stood there, like as an obstacle. But now they fixed it so that the cars actually do move, but they don't move the same way as the Wii version. So they altered it in a way where the cars would just like spin, but they don't spin all the time. They just, it takes like a few seconds until it starts spinning. So that's pretty neat. It's like they did that on purpose to maybe, I don't mean to pun it or anything, but like to put a spin on that course. But yeah, that's like the small changes like that. I feel it's nice, but it's still a remake. Like, I would love to see like a brand new course that is similar to Coconut Mall, but just have like, I don't know, just have an original idea on it. And they can make it like a similar course like Coconut Mall, but they could have just not had it as a remake, I really want to see like brand new courses. I want new experiences. I don't want like the same rehash experience. So otherwise they could just like port the entire game over, like port the entire like Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 64, like all the past Mario Kart, Double Dash. They could just do all of that, release it all over again in HD. Which they're probably not going to. Like years from now, if they were to port like Mario Kart 8 tracks over to like a brand new Mario Kart in the future, then what other courses are there other than like 8 courses? Or I mean, by 8 I mean the entry of the game. So Mario Kart 8 courses, like which ones were originally made for that entry, and which ones were remakes. So that's what they're gonna go by. So if they don't have enough like new courses, then how are they gonna port it over to that future iteration if they plan to port it? That's why I want developers to like focus on new courses, new maps, new monsters in Monster Hunter. It needs to be new, not and they could bring back some old ones, but don't bring all of them. Or also just be like another like rehash, remake. Sometimes it's a good thing too, but like I don't know. I feel like they should stick to the new. So that's how I feel about the current state of Mario Kart. Let's see, I think that the weapon should be rebalanced because you always get the banana peels every single time. Yeah, so like when you're in the lead, I mean, that's why they have like the frantic items. The frantic items option would allow like the folks in the top 3 or top 5 lead have a chance of claiming, first place. They would give you items like the the horn, stuff like that. Sometimes I don't get like those items as often because of the lobby settings. And again, it depends on the lobby leader. So if you're playing multiplayer and the lobby leader chooses like, I don't know, shells only, bananas only, whatsoever, and they don't have like frantic items selected, so I think that's the one thing that they need to highlight is the frantic option. But then some of us don't even know what it even means. Like what is even frantic items option, you know? That's why they need to explain that. But yeah, I feel like that option needs to be highlighted a little more. Because they don't seem to explain it unless you actually go into like the game menu or the game's manual. So I think for the Wii U, so in Mario Kart 8, the original Mario Kart 8, on the Wii U, you had to press the home button to access the game's manual. And I think they should explain it that they don't print out like paper manuals anymore for video games. It's just the box and the cartridge. Or disc if you're playing on the other systems. But yeah. Bowser Castle on the Ghost House was where, yeah, I feel like a lot of people want more of Bowser's Castle and some of the haunted houses, Boo's houses and stuff. I think there's been a lot of requests for all the Bowser Castles of the past brought back. There's even some really wild suggestions where they could combine all the Bowser tracks into one single track. That'll be hilarious though. I don't think it's gonna happen. I feel like that would ruin it. It's the same way how they ruined Rainbow Road 64 remake. The remade version of Rainbow Road 64 is terrible. One lap only. I don't know. I still prefer the long lap, but that's just me. I think it's also to balance out like the online play. So if they were to include that in the online play, that's why they had to cut it short, because I don't think everyone is going to be up for racing a long lap or like 3 long laps around the 64 Rainbow Road. Because you remember how long that was on the 64 originally? So that's why they had to shorten it. Or at least that's what I believe because people will be complaining online. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if they just kept it to the original, like how the original was. And they just sort of changed the visuals out a bit for that 64 remake. Rainbow Road 64 remake. Like, I wasn't too impressed on my my first play on the Wii U version. I still prefer the 64 version of it. But I did like how they made the road more wibbly wobbly. Like, that's a neat addition. The little boosts at the beginning of the course. But I kind of missed the constellations. They do have a little bit of the constellations in the sky stuff. They have the choo-choo train going across the sky too, but that feels a little bit different because the original did not have it. The big chain shop is still there. I don't remember if they even had the big star at the center of the track anymore. But yeah, the constellations are very important, and also the music. The music was pretty iconic for that 64 version. let's jump off the edge and skip the whole track. You can land on the bottom. Yeah, that was the shortcut that a lot of us did, but yeah, that would cut off like at least a quarter of the map. Yeah, I remember the days when me and our local friends would try that shortcut each time. See who of the group would make it over successfully. Then those who don't, they'll have to take the long route, the regular route. Yeah, and can't even do that anymore on the new one, so it's like, yeah, they had to cut it short, and also preventing us from performing those shortcuts, because we're not meant to do those shortcuts. It's just something that, you know, players will discover the more we play, and we continue to look for those shortcuts. I did find a little, not really shortcut, but it's like, I guess you can call it a shortcut, but there's a little ramp in the Snowland remake, which is the GBA one. So there's a Snowland remake in Wave 2, and towards the end of the course there's like a little ramp, like a snowy ramp. Some move using mushrooms. So I had like 3 mushrooms. I had a horn and then 3 mushrooms, followed by 3 mushrooms. I was in 4th place. And I used the horn to get rid of a banana that was in front of me. But I couldn't see what was in front of me because there was a ink blot on my screen. You know, because of the blooper item. And I could only see that one banana. I didn't know what other items were in front of me, so I had to use my horn to get rid of those. And then there was like a wall where you could go through. It's kind of like the Super Nintendo Mario circuit, where some of the walls would have an opening, and you could just like boost through like a little shortcut, but not really a shortcut. Actually, it kind of is a shortcut, because you kind of avoid the little roundabout. But yeah, I went through that wall using the mushroom over the snow. Then after that, you turn right, and there's like a little ramp made of snow. It's like a little, what do you call it, snowbank? But it's a snowbank shaped in a way where it's like a ramp. You can just like boost up onto it, and then you jump over the bridge, which is quite nice. But I made it to first, so I went from 4th to first, surpassing Dry Bowser Bones, or Dry Bones Bowser? Dry Bowser. That was a pretty epic jump, and I was contemplating on that too. Contemplating on doing that a couple races beforehand, until I got the items at the right time to perform it, and I actually did it. But that was pretty epic. I was pretty proud of that one. I feel like I need to find that and then like clip it, turn it to a clip. But yeah, that was one of the cases where, you know, like finding a good set of shortcuts to win a race, like that was one of the shining moments, I think. Let me see. I think I remember Choco Mountain having one of those, and oh yeah. So I know that Koopa Beach. Ooh, imagine if they brought back Koopa Beach. Oh man, I feel like they would probably base it off of the 7 version, which I feel like it would be kind of a letdown if they do base it off of that. Because the thing with the 64 version was there were a couple of shortcuts in that spot. Like there would be a ramp that you would go off, and it would lead you into the cave to cut through that little mountain. Otherwise, you would have to ride your way around a little, mountain or rock, and then after that, there would be like a longer ramp, which they removed in the 7 version, I think. It was like a longer ramp that would bring you to an item block on top of like a big rock. And that item block would give you like the blue shell, I think. I think 90% of the time it's like a blue shell, blue spiny shell, if I recall. But yeah, that item would give you like a straight up like blue shell or something like that. Something really good when you go up that big long ramp, which you have to be like really steady, because that long ramp is different from the other ramps, like smaller ramps that would boost you up there. But I think that long ramp didn't have any boost. It was just like it was just a thin ramp, and it's pretty thin. It wasn't as wide as the other ones, like a regular ramp. You had to stay steady and go on that ramp to get that item. Then I think you also would have to jump right after you get off of it to actually reach that item, or else you just hit the rock and just roll back down. That's how it was on the 64, at least how I remember it. But they removed that ramp, they removed that item in the remake. I forget which iteration they brought it back for. It might have been 7, Mario Kart 7, that they brought it back for, the 3DS one. And it just pales in comparison, I feel. Even though they made it a little more fair for other people, but I think after that it's just like it feel like Koopa Beach has been used, It's been used. I don't know what other word to describe it, but I just didn't like it as much as I, liked it on the 64. That's why I feel like they shouldn't remake maps. Just keep it to the original systems. Keep it to our memories. Keep it to the memories, man. Don't remake them. Because they're not gonna be it's how they once were. And the same could be said about Calamari Desert, which is part of Wave 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, oh man, did they nerf that so much? They nerfed that map so much. It's still a relaxing ride, but they put like ramps, speed boost, ramp after ramp, and like each lap there'll be another ramp that will appear, and then it will guide you to the railroad tracks. But then like they sort of force you to go to the railroad tracks, I think especially for lap 2. But then like this is something that only 64 players that grew up on the 64 would probably know. Like I would say like 80% of people that played 64 and who played a lot would even know about that little shortcut. It's not that much of a shortcut, but it's kind of a shortcut. Slight shortcut. But it's just an ultimate path that you can take on a 64, but like a lot of us knew about that. It's funny that like when folks play it now, it's like, what? Is this brand new? No, it's not new. It's been in the 64. It's been in the 64. You can do that on the 64. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that railroad track, you can actually go on the tracks on the 64. But this time they force it. This time they force you to go on the railroad track, which is fine too. And I also find that the train has been shortened, and like I said, this one's based on the 7, but even more nerfed than a 7. I feel. I don't remember the 7 forcing you to go on the railroad track. Like you can choose to go on the railroad track, but it might have been blocked off. It's been a while since I last played the 7. I don't know, man. I feel like they just keep the classics alone. Don't mess with it. But it's nice that they, they're making people aware that that was a thing, and they're letting people experience, or sort of experience it with new models, new mechanics. That way, it would maybe possibly give them a chance to want to revisit the old ones, or visit them for their first time. Visit the old games for their first time. Which is why they have some of the games on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. You just gotta get the expansion pack. Which is, business-wise, it's probably smart, but for us it's not that smart. It's just more money for us to pay them. But yeah, Mario Kart 64, you gotta get the expansion, I think. Remember the shortcut in the haunted house, and be going through the house, then all of a sudden you could take the right and go through the thin roadway. Which game was this? Was this the 64? Because I remember there's at least one cut that I would do in the 64 version of the Boom House, or Banshee Boardwalk. I think that's what they call it. Banshee Boardwalk. Because once you get into the house, there's there will be a group of bats coming out of the chests. But I would try to avoid those bats coming towards you. I would shift towards the left a little bit, and there'll be like a pillar that holds up the house, and there'll be a crack underneath that pillar where you could hop. You would have to jump across, and that would be like a small shortcut that I would take. Because you could both avoid the bats and also cut the path short. So that's the little cut that I would do for that part. Oh, it was on the 64 version? Let me see. Thin roadway. I think I vaguely recall that, but I don't really take that path too often. I would have to play that game again to see if I can remember it. But yeah, the little small shortcut that I would do is just to hop over that little crack, because there'll be a hole at the left side inside that house once you enter it. But yeah, I would jump over that first crack and make it across. But yeah, that's the exact same thing. You remember? Yeah, yes. See, that's the one I'm talking about. So which little thin roadway? You mean, like, is there another one that's like maybe by the chimney tree, or the chimney? I think there's a chimney there. There will be more bats that will pop out. I think it was a chimney that will be on the left side. Like once you get past that small shortcut that I mentioned, there'll be like a room next over that would have bats coming out. Then you have to take a right to go back out of the house, and then back onto the road. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's any other thing. Yeah, I think when it comes to that track, I think that's probably the only shortcut that I remember taking. And I did that one really well too, like always on point with that little shortcut. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, they should just keep the old tracks where they were. I don't think they need to bring them. I just want brand new tracks, like all together, just brand new. And they could be inspired by the old one, but just make it brand new. Brand new for everybody. But maybe also integrate ideas where a track would seem so familiar that when you try that same shortcut that you would remember. And then it would just like link well with the new version, or the new course that's inspired by that old course, you know? Like, I feel like that should be the case for each of these maps. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta get the see, I think a dark purple would do. It's like a hard shortcut to get to. Yeah, I think I recall something like that, but I don't think I ever successfully did it. Because I think like shortcuts like that probably would have taken more time to do than being, than it being considered a shortcut at all, Like, I feel like it's one of those shortcuts, because like once you go into a house and then you just go back out, it's like it just all happens so fast. So like by the time you try to do that other shortcut, or quote unquote shortcut, I don't know how long that's gonna take, because the way that house is aligned, and from point A to point B, going into the house and then out of the house, it's like the shortest path is where I would normally go. So I don't really think about that other shortcut if there is one. But yeah, it's just that small little jump, and that's it for that course, I think. I remember. I would have to play it again to see. Man, there's like so many good shortcuts in those older courses. That's why it just makes Mario Kart 64 such a classic. And then when you compare it to like, I know some folks, they love Double Dash, and in Double Dash there's like barely any shortcuts. But the one thing that Double Dash brings is that they've got new items to use, and a whole new mechanic where it's like a second player on the back that would shoot the items and stuff. I mean, that's a neat idea that they tried. And also the course designs are great. I like the course designs, but man, you just couldn't do any shortcuts there. But then again, you kind of want to ask yourself, what makes a course like great? Is it the shortcuts? It'd be nice if they have shortcuts and stuff, but like, I think the overall design and the thematic, like the theme of the course, it's very important. Like have something like where it's like not. Of course, it would have to fit in the realm of like Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe it doesn't have to fit in the realm of the Mushroom Kingdom, but it would definitely have to be something so original that you don't see anywhere else. I think that it just has to flow, The map just has to flow. Gotta remember to press save. What about Wario Stadium 64? That was cool. Yeah, I love Wario Stadium. I think they brought it back recently. Not recently, but like in a later entry. I forget which one it was that they brought it back to. Could have been either the DS or 7. But it was just it wasn't the same. Because they nerfed it. Like each time when they bring back a classic track, they nerf it. Like you can't perform the same shortcut as before anymore. Because Wario Stadium, the reason I love that was the big shortcut that you can do. You can cut off like half the track. Or at least like, I want to say like 30% of the track. At the very beginning. Those little ramps or little bumps. Because I would practice like jumping over those bumps and, you know, over the wall. Onto the left side. And only very few people know that. Like general audience people, like they don't, when they play that game, they don't know where that shortcut is. But some of us hardcore 64 players, we would know. Toad's Turnpike, pretty badass. Yeah. Yeah, they brought that back for 8. 8 version is okay. I don't remember there being like any big shortcuts or anything. I don't think there was, but because it's just a, you know, big round course with a lot of traffic you gotta avoid. But yeah, they brought it back for 8, and then they added like places where you can go on the walls and stuff. Because remember, 8 is like when they start to add like the wall stuff. You can, your vehicles would like fly and stuff, and the parachutes. Parachutes would be part of Mario Kart Wii. That's when they start to integrate that. But yeah, it was neat to see it come back for 8. At the same time, it's like you're gonna expect like a lot of the new stuff integrated with it, like the wall. And along those walls, there are boosts. So it's like, it does make it interesting, but like, I don't think it's even really needed. Then again, like I guess they add those things because they gotta balance it out. Give people options to maybe, you know, take different paths around, or else, you know, folks be wibbling wobbling trying to find the right path, getting back to that, you know, the ordinary path that everyone else is taking. So why not add a different path that people can take if they choose to, because they're using like a heavy cart setup or something. That's why they gotta balance it out. That's why the track designs are more terrible. I don't know if using terrible is the right word to describe it, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel... It feels more enhanced, but like, I don't know if it's good or bad. I just don't want that. I don't want the old courses to be affected by it. I don't know. Just me. It might just be me. I don't know. I just like them how they originally were. So if they would just have like original tracks each entry and just not mess with it, you know. Don't mess with the old tracks. Just make new ones. Just make new ones that's inspired by the old tracks. Don't try to bring back the old track and, you know. And I know they're trying to update it and stuff, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's a really... I was mentioning the Nickelodeon kart racer game right here, and how curious I am on maybe trying out that game. Apparently they have the Ninja Turtles as selectable characters that you can race as. It's pretty neat. You got some like Rugrats and you know, of course you got your SpongeBob and stuff too, but you got some of the classic Nickelodeon stuff too. I think it might be on the Switch. Would have to look at it again. See how much it's going for. Because I only heard like a handful of people talk about it, and that was it. They should make a track creator. Yeah, I mean, Diddy Kong Racing on the DS had a track creator. Like, I feel like they should have done that a long time ago. Also, they actually did bring in a track creator. And guess which one it's on? It's on Mario Kart Live Home. It's on Mario Kart Live. Yeah. It was an odd iteration, but I never got to play it, but I see how, you know, what they're trying to do with that, with the AR stuff. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's Mario Kart Live Home. No, Mario Kart Live and then Home Circuit. Yeah, Home Circuit is the one. Something like that. But you gotta purchase like a whole different accessory to even play it. But yeah, it uses AR and stuff, which is pretty neat. It sort of makes sense on what, you know, what we expect, because like the track creation is like almost limitless. And that's the way they're heading with that sort of idea. But if they could just keep it to like traditional sense, where it's just in-game, digital, on the home console, no AR, I think that would have worked too, but Nintendo's gonna do Nintendo stuff. Try out new technology and make consumers, you know, buy that new technology. But that's a neat idea though. I mean, like AR, and then you can design your own track inside your house. Like that is pretty neat. It's almost as like if they trolled us or something. Oh, you wanted some custom track creation? Well, here you go. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Go have a ball. That's pretty neat though. I mean, bravo to them. I can see some really interesting ideas coming out of that, but I haven't seen anyone post any videos of it though. I haven't really paid attention to it. So I don't know many people that would have that iteration of Mario Kart. It's just a free app that comes along with it too, that you can download from the eShop and stuff. That's about it. The camera quality on it is a bit lacking though. Really? Oh man. Ever play Mario Maker? Oh, I do have Mario Maker, but it is the first one, the first Mario Maker. I know that there's a part 2 that's on Switch and stuff, but I haven't played the Switch version. Yeah, but Mario Maker was pretty huge when it came out, and there's been folks that like asked me to hop on it, so that because they want me to play their map, and I just never got around to it. I got way too busy with other games and stuff, and just busy in general. But then later on they got a huge streamer to play their courses that they made, so it got featured, and in a top-rated Mario Maker map, which is pretty neat. So I like when they come up with, like, you know, user-created content for some of the games. WarioWare DIY, I was a big fan of that. I actually made a few games on WarioWare DIY. Got featured on Kotaku, GoNintendo.com, which their podcast should be on in like a couple hours, I think. Haven't been tuning into their podcast for a while, but I'm like one of their most loyal listeners. Try to participate to the podcast when I can. That's why I'm not usually on around this time. I'm not usually broadcasting on stream around this time, on Saturdays. usually listen to like a podcast. And it's usually on Saturdays. Saturdays is the day to listen to it. It's when they're live. Hey there, JT. Camera quality. Oh yeah. Oh, so you're the one who wrote that. Okay. I was reading that thing that robotic was the one that wrote that. I don't remember if you covered that, JT. Did you do a video on that? Mario Kart Live? Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what they could do? I was looking up footage that I recorded from PAX East, and it was footage that I recorded a little bit of the Mario Kart Arcade GP, the first GP, because they brought the actual arcade over to PAX East one year. I forget which year it was, like 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. But I have a small clip of it on the YouTube, and I feel like oh man, I feel like they could like bring some of those courses over. Even though like some of those courses are pretty generic looking, but still, I feel like not many people have gotten. Like if they're going with the way they're going with like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, maybe they could bring some of those, you know, arcade GP tracks over. You know, like we know about the console version, the console games, but how about those arcade tracks? You know, that's the one. That's some of the series that people don't like. They don't really think about. Like, what those arcade tracks, man? Get those arcade tracks in here. But yeah, I mean, if they're continuing to port tracks over, think of those arcade tracks. Like, how many people would want to play those arcade tracks? I know a lot of people would. Because I know a lot of people would be brand new to that because, you know, not everyone has access to the arcade. But then I guess they gotta get permission from like Bandai Namco, huh? If they're going that route. They had some really cool, I mean, they were okay. Like some of those arcade tracks were okay. But I feel like more people should be aware of them, you know? I feel like there's a group out there that enjoys Mario Kart, but they're probably not aware of the Arcade GP series. There's at least 2 of them. And there's a VR one too over in Japan, but like, I haven't brought that VR one over. Oh wow, adding these highlights definitely makes it a little more. Yeah, and the arcade had the cameras too, so I mean, you definitely see like a little bit of evolution here and there with the series. So with Mario Kart Live, oh man, they could like really expand on that. I guess the way they call it Mario Kart Live, it would probably involve like cameras. And maybe having like real-time video or something. I think that's where they get going with that live, like offshoot or whatever. See, that's what I mean. You're saying like you don't know about the arcade tracks. They exist. Look up the videos. They exist, man. Mario Kart Arcade GP. They're Japan only, but I was lucky enough to experience at least one of them. I was so hyped when I saw that at PAX East. Like, what? What is this doing here? And I got to play it. It's so neat. It's just how I've always, thought it would be. It takes a photo of your face and then, plaster like you can decorate it with like a mustache or hat or whatever. It's kind of like the way they do the Star Fox 64 on the 3DS. It's sort of in that like similar way. When you play the multiplayer, local multiplayer on the 64 3DS or 64 3D, that's what they call it. Yeah, 64 3D, Star Fox 64 3D. So you have, yeah, I think it just records that last moment of the battle on the DS. But the Mario Kart GP one, it keeps your face in view, I think, because the camera's right there, it's right in front of you. But it's pretty fun, like how they got that all together. And then you get to play as Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. Oh my gosh, man! Imagine all the Bandai. See, they could have done like a Smash Brothers. I'm saying, like, this is why a lot of us, like some of us, want them to do that Smash Brothers kart. No, we've been wanting the Smash Brothers kart for like years and years and years, and it's almost getting to that point. But they're not really calling it Smash Brothers kart because we're not getting more characters added or anything, third-party characters. But like with that arcade GP, like there's a possibility of like Namco Bandai or Bandai Namco adding their characters to the roster. Because we got the Pac-Man in there, Miss Pac-Man. Who knows, that we could have like Klonoa, which had gotten a new release on the Switch. Klonoa could be in a Mario Kart or Super Smash Kart. But you know, it depends on what they're gonna do with the franchise from here on out. Like this is like a dream that some of us want to see, but it's not getting there, you know. Oh man, I feel like I'm spending too much on Donnie here. I feel like Donnie should have been like done by now, but we're almost there, I feel. See if I can get a mouth on him. I don't know if I want to add like the did you ever play Black Ops Zombies? No, I haven't. I know a friend that loves Call of Duty. I think I have a poster of that Black Ops. But yeah, no, I never played. The last Call of Duty game I played was World at War, and it was on the Wii. Yeah, a long time ago. World at War, that's pretty much Call of Duty 5. It was shortly after Modern Warfare. Yeah, let's give this guy the iconic turtle mouth. Just a one-sided turtle mouth. You can find all the Easter eggs and make videos for Call of Duty TV. Oh, nice! There you go. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of rare to see. Like back in those days, I feel like it's rare to see like Easter eggs in like first-person shooters. I feel like now, like Borderlands and stuff. Borderlands. I'm more of like a Left 4 Dead person, so I would play a lot of Left 4 Dead. Well, my other group of friends would play Call of Duty. So when one of my friends came back to join us in Left 4 Dead, like after playing a lot of Call of Duty, they would jump off in Left 4 Dead, right? Because you would get no fall damage in Call of Duty. So when they played Left 4 Dead, they try to jump off like a building, whatever. They found out that, oh yeah, no, there is fall damage. it's like some of these games are just so different from each other, and like the rules are different. Even the genre is kind of similar. Like the genre is still under the same umbrella, but it's like the rules are different. That's the only thing. So I end up having to go and save him, pick his butt up, because he can be like hanging off like the side of the road or something, trying to jump off because he was rushing. Because Left 4 Dead is like the rules are way different, and when you go off on your own, like you get caught by an undead special infected, you're as good as dead. That's why it's called Left 4 Dead. But yeah, I love Left 4 Dead. They brought, I mean, the same original team. They're back with like Back for Blood. I feel like it doesn't have that same vibe. It doesn't have that same Valve. The thing that made it special with the first two games is that the characters had some really fun dialogue. Like they made the characters fun to actually listen to and follow their story and stuff. Like there's a story between those characters. You get a piece of their personality, and they're just likable characters. And it's all in that dialogue. And if they don't make that dialogue as fun, then the game is just like, it just feels generic. Like I feel like there's just nothing else there to experience. But yeah, it's always a good time with Left 4 Dead. But I feel like it's time for a new one, and all we got now is just the Back for Blood one, and it's not the same. It's a totally different experience. You're still shooting zombies, but like the rules are a little bit different, and the characters are different. It's a little dark. Actually, I think I can work with this. Killing Floor was another decent one. It was sort of like a Left 4 Dead-like, but the rules are a bit different. There's some fun to be had with that too. The dialogue is pretty fun too on their own style. But I would choose the Firebug, which has the flamethrower. I'm talking about the original Killing Floor. I know Part 2 is more popular because it hit PlayStation. And when folks mention Killing Floor, they're talking about Killing Floor 2, not the first one. Because Killing Floor 2, that's when they start to consolize the series. But overall, I think Killing Floor 2 is probably the better version, more sleeker version. I think I might have that on Epic Games, but I haven't installed it yet. I would love to play Killing Floor 2 on stream someday, just so I can get a grasp of how that game is like nowadays. Maybe also Left 4 Dead, because I love Left 4 Dead. And now that I have a brand new computer, I can run it. I think on January 1st, right after I built this computer, I booted up. The first game I booted up was Left 4 Dead. That's the first game I installed. Left 4 Dead 2. So I streamed that on New Year's Day. And yeah, the game's still fun. I still enjoy it. Alright, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do Donnie's eyes here. Oh, I could probably give him some goggles. Sure. I feel like Donnie's eyes are more close together compared to the other turtles. So let's see what I can attest here. You can just play as 4 different special types of the zombie. Yeah, you can. So the thing is, like, in some cases, when you're playing like a multiplayer match, 4 versus 4, sometimes you'd have like 2 hunters, like 2 of the same species, to go against the survivors. But depending on how the situation is at that moment, but sometimes the game would allow you to select a certain special infected. But yeah. There's also custom servers where it would have like all hunters only and whatnot, which is dangerous. You don't want to go into that one unless you're good at hunting hunters. Like, we know how to knock out a hunter with a shotgun and stuff, then you're good to go. But having smokers, oof. Imagine having all smokers. That is deadly. Like, one smoker could smoke you from behind or something, because they would have the long range, and if you don't have a weapon that would take them out fast enough, then it comes down to the situation. Like, how is the environment? How could you make the environment, make use of the environment? Like, whatever objects are available, you can go around an object to maybe block an attack or something. Alright. Let's get some shading on the bandana. Still need to put the little get the thing flowing. Let's see. Yeah, could probably make it so that it comes down this way or something. Yeah, something like that, I think. Wait till they're going into a room, then use the fat guy to make all the zombies come. Yeah, the boomer. Yeah, that's the boomer. Yeah, the thing with the boomer is that he is probably the most vulnerable. So, like, in one shot of a bullet can make him explode. So, like, you gotta strategize when you're using boomer. But he's pretty effective if you land the bile on enough of the survivors. They become really effective. They sort of nerf the zombies in the second game, so there's like less of the infecteds coming to like less of the infected mobs rushing in to beat on the survivors using the boomer, more so than the first game. The first game, there's a lot more that comes in after that boom. But yeah, they sort of nerfed it just to even out the odds, I guess. Man, I don't know if I should get across here. Maybe I should. Let's see. make it come around this way. Yeah, let's do that. I don't really see many artists like do that with the bandanas here. Which one was the one where you, like, hide on a roof and then you can wrap them around the neck and choke them? So that would be Smoker. Smoker is the one with the long tongue. But there would be another one, like a smaller guy, and this is in part 2. Part 2 would have the jockey. The jockey would be the small guy. He's kind of like a monkey, and he would jump around and hop onto the survivor, and then he would also try to, like, I won't almost like choke them, but like, you know, like it will cover their eyes to you know, like they would require another player to melee them off, because eventually they would go down with enough time. Man, I love Left 4 Dead. Kind of wanted to play it again so I can actually get through some of the custom maps. There's like a Disney map that I want to replay again. I think it's like Splash Mountain. Yeah, it's like a Splash Mountain map, and it's made to look like the one that's in Disneyland, I think, which is pretty cool. Okay. Let's get some shading back. It's good for the Strangulus, yeah. Yeah, part 2 also introduced the Charger. Charger was the one with the big arm, and he would charge you. He charged the survivors into the wall and stuff, or into like fire pits, or even into like a car with an alarm. So you can set up the alarm for the car and get the horde. It would sound the horde. So again, you got to be really strategic when using those special infecteds, which is what makes the game really fun, because you got to think like a zombie. And making use of the environment. Even to this day, I feel like there's not a game that matches that sort of competitiveness or playstyle. Like, overall enjoyment of that game is like it's unmatched. Like, no game to this day has matched that sort of fun. It's just a fun game to play. Like, even playing with randoms, sometimes you get some bad apples with the randoms, but when you get a good group going, gosh, it's a fun time. Okay, save this. Alright, I think I want to add some more highlights before I call this one finished. See if find the right color here. I don't know if this is the right color. Actually, this looks like it might fit well with Donnie. Yeah, gotta have like a little bit more yellow. Maybe a little too much there. I feel like I need maybe put like a neon pink in there or neon blue. Or like the right side or something. A lot of times I would just ditch my team and just run for the safe house, yeah. But as long as you know what you're doing, I think it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes, you know, that is a must. In some situations, it's like it's just not gonna be possible, and you just gotta trust your instincts. I can't even speak right now. Instincts. And yeah, just run for the safe house, because that is the goal, is to get to the safe house. And if your other teammates cannot catch up with you, then that's on them, you know? Because the goal is to get to the safe line. But then also you got to survive with your teammates, so, you know, depending on what you're, you know, what you're going for, the situation is. And it requires communication too. Like, if your teammates agree that they want you to make it to the safe house, then yeah, get to the safe house. And you know, if they don't have like any pipe bombs left to throw, yeah, just get to the safe house. Yeah, there's like, it requires a you know, bit of like instant decision on what to do next, because like things just happening in real time, you know. You just gotta decide on these two. You gotta decide on the spot what to do. It's zombie apocalypse, you know. You gotta think. You gotta think quick. That's what these games do. Like, it's just a good way to practice our, you know, reflexes, I guess. Oh, man, I feel like maybe I should have just done a drawing in like solid colors or something. That way I don't have to worry about the shading. So you get a more yellower. Softly goes this. Seems alright. Yeah, maybe I'll have to like set up like a day to play Left 4 Dead again. I think it'll possibly be like another throwback Thursday session. I think it would fit that well. Oh, there's another zombie game that I've been wanting to play. I received a copy from Exceed Games. This zombie farm game called Deathcraft or something like that. Death or Deadcraft. I think it's Deathcraft. But it's from it's published by Exceed. And they sent me a copy on Steam, so I kind of want to... I've been wanting to play it. We gotta figure out which day to feature it. Possibly on a Sunday, maybe. Fair Turtles Michelangelo? Nice. I feel like a lot of people like Michelangelo. The party, dude! He's the surfer guy. Oh my god. I don't know about that little bump on the nose there. The party, dude. Alright. I feel like I need to do some more adjustments with Donnie here. Let's make a few more marks on him. Maybe we can start calling it. I think it's almost getting to that point. Oh man, Super Mario Galaxy was so good. That's another game I kind of want to replay. I think there need to be more shadows on his face. Let's see, get some more this side. Yep, a little bit here and there. Probably not much of a difference, but it's for me. Oh, I should also get some more shadows on his chest and stuff. Oh, I didn't get to his knee pad yet. Oh man. gotta get his knee pads. Let me get a darker color here. Okay. I think now I'm sort of like rushing it a bit. I think I'll probably finish the rest of it. I mean, I think for the most part, it's pretty much done, but just have to add my signature, and then if there's anything else I want to add, I can probably stream. And then for the time lapse, I'll probably just you know, just do whatever. Where I learned to draw. I don't know, it sort of just picked it up naturally. I just watch a lot of, you know, TV shows, and I just try to redraw the lines. Like, if I see a character that I like on TV, like, say, I'm watching Nickelodeon, and this is like back in like 1990, like early 1990s, so I would be watching like Doug, or even Bozo the Clown. Remember Bozo the Clown? And Swamp Thing, Batman the Animated Series. I would just redraw the characters. Jason Voorhees, because I loved, like, you know, Friday the 13th growing up. Batman, yep, Batman, already mentioned. Like, whatever I was into. Let's see. And also turtles, like I would draw some turtles too. It's just something as simple as, like, you know, getting the pencil to the paper, you know? It's like, I feel like everyone was able to draw, and then it turns out, like, years later, it's like, what? What do you mean you can't draw? when I talk to other people, like, them saying that, oh, you can't draw, it's like, I feel like, I don't know, I thought everyone could draw. It's just strange to, like, see the world like that, you know? It's like, the outside world's like, not everyone can. But I feel like if you put enough time and effort into it, and enough practice, I feel like everyone can. And that's with anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be drawing. Like any piece of craft. Martial arts, music, singing, playing an instrument. Like, it just takes time and practice just to get better at it. Getting better at playing video games. It's just the same, you know. The same concept of practice, you know. Practice makes perfect. It's always that. Just people need to dedicate time and effort into it just to get better at it. But when someone comes around and say, oh, I can't draw like that, it's not that you can't, it's just that maybe you're just not willing to. Maybe you can't at the moment, but, like, if you put the time and effort into it, then you possibly would be able to. But yeah. One of them was filmed by me in Chicago back in the... Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, no, wasn't it based on... Yeah, I think it's based in somewhere in Chicago. That's what I thought. And they would only air, like, Bozo the Clown, like, around the East, like, New England area. That's what I remember. Because I would talk to, like, folks from, like, the West Coast, and they don't even know what I'm even talking about. But yeah, Bozo the Clown, that was a thing back in, like, those, you know, those early years. Which Bozo show? I think whichever it was that aired in the early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s, like that era. I read somewhere that they ended it some years ago. There was like accessories, like there was merch, like, sold in stores and stuff. I only know like few other people that are even aware of both of them. Because we would catch that on like, I think Sunday mornings or something on TV. Either Saturday or Sunday mornings. Let's see. Oh. Because wasn't like Krusty the Clown based on that sort of thing? Or at least like, you know, partially or something. Because I always felt that Krusty the Clown was like, you know, like the animated version of Bozo the Clown. Yeah, I feel like they had like a family run business there, I think. With that show. Oh, so you can get this part. There you go. Darkness in there. There you go. Now we got some proper shading. Remember the Bozo Bucket game? Oh man, yeah. I just remember how he looked. And I would occasionally just like draw him. Oh, and also Popeye. I would draw Popeye too. I would watch Popeye. Yeah, I think those are some of the characters that would just like, you know, when I was young, I would just sit in front of the TV and just draw them. Oh man, they don't have like any show like Bozo the Clown anymore, or just clowns in general. Like I think they just pretty much just turn into like animated shows now. There was like this. Oh, that reminded me of like this platformer game. It's like a 2D platformer with like 3D engine. I forgot what it's even called now, but I think it's on PlayStation and Steam. But you can play as a clown, and it's like a 2D platform. It looks really like charming in a way. I'm not sure how well it would play though. It's like an indie platformer. I think we're almost getting to that point. What adds more highlights, but sort of in a rush right now. Let's see how it looks when I add one here to Leo's shoulder. Yeah, just like small little marks here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think this is good enough. I think I'm just gonna add my signature and this one. Yeah, wish I could add more to it. Let's put it like down here somewhere. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe just having the R. Having just the R looks cool too. And my favorite turtle growing up was Raph. But I think nowadays it's been changed. I don't know. I feel like Donnie just fits my character more, but Donnie, maybe Leo. I don't know. I can't decide between four of those for the turtles. It's like hard to pick a favorite. It's like if Master Splinter were to choose like a favorite son, I don't think he would be able to. Oh man, there's like so many good stories within the Turtles universe. I can't wait to see the new movie. I know it's gonna be an emotional ride. I already saw the little preview. Oh boy. Like knowing the Turtles that I already know at this point, I think next is just seeing what they're gonna take the story with this new movie. And seeing who's gonna be appearing in the movie, I think that's gonna be exciting. Oh boy. They can get some classic characters in there. So I was pretty surprised by the Turtles and Batman crossover with that movie. That one is also recommended. I would definitely tell folks to check that one out. Oh my gosh, what kind of cereal is that? Oh. It's a weird looking tube. No. Okay. Alright, so there's that. We'll save that. Also gotta make an announcement over on Discord that we're gonna be watching the new Turtles movie. So I'll probably just leave it to the screen for maybe a couple more minutes, so that when I scrunch it up into a time-lapse video, will show more of this one here, more of the complete image. Alright, let's see if we can make the post. Going back in time. Let's see. Going back in time. Checking out new Turtles movie. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The movie. The o'clock. Turtle power. Let's add an image to it. Oh man, the image that they had for Netflix yesterday, it was Mikey on the cover. Or Mikey on the thumbnail. I think they must have changed it for today's though. Alright, copy and paste that. Turtles in time. Alrighty, yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here. Thanks all for stopping on by and hanging out, talking video games and turtles, all things in between. Yeah, I'll probably just take off for now. I'll probably be back later to do Switch Sports, because there's a Punk set I'm gonna be unlocking later tonight. So after I finish watching everything, getting some food in me, back on to do some Switch Sports. So yeah, take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful night and or day, and I shall see you in the next one. Later.
See you next time!